So what am I doing in Texas? Nobody seems to know, but we came down here yesterday. We spent the 4th of July, an excellent 4th of July, with Jeremy Boring, who, as you know, is the God King of the Daily Wire. We call him. We don't call him the God King because he has anything to do with God. We just call him the God King because he asked us to please call him the God King of the Daily Wire. So that's, yeah. So, but he was celebrating his 8th anniversary and his high school reunion. And so we went to the bustling town of Slaton, Texas. Population, about 4,000 people, and it was beautiful, and the people were great, and we set off fireworks, which, as a New Yorker, a guy who lives in cities, I've never really done before. So, Jeremy and his friends just went out in a field and set up. It was very dramatic because a storm was coming in across, of course, this open plain. And so this red dust, this wall of red dust was blowing toward us. And they started setting off these fireworks. And I was there with Michael Knowles and Jonathan Hay, who is, you have some new fancy title now. You're the director of production. Director of production. Let me tell you how smart our director of production is. We're setting off these fireworks, right? And I said, after a while, the three of us are watching, Knowles and Hay and I are watching, and yeah, I said, I would like to set off some fireworks. This looks like fun, and I've never done it before. So I walked out into the field and joined Jeremy, and I had a little lighter that I'd been using for a cigar, and so I pressed the lighter and I set off a firework. And Knowles said, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to use my cigar. So Knowles stepped up and he touched his cigar to the fireworks. And Jay Hay then says, I'm going to do it with my cigar in my mouth. Okay, so these things are taking off. You got to understand, these things are taking off, and first of all, the wind is keeping them low, so they're exploding right over our heads. I mean, they're just going out, and there's storm is coming in, the lightning is going across, and there's Jay Hay with his cigar leaning into the fireworks light. And I was thinking, if this thing goes off and blows his brains out, will it make him smarter or dumber? I don't know how you're getting to, but he did live, and we all had a great, great time, great 4th of July. And the only thing I will say is we found out later that there had been actually 2 experiences, because I had my wife there and Knowles had his fiancée, and there were other ladies from the city, from L.A., and they were absolutely terrified. We didn't know this. The sparks were raining down on them, and then the lightning was coming across, and then, they were watching their husbands and boyfriends try to widow them, and they just, and in the morning, I got a full report on exactly how frightening it had been from my wife, but the boys had a good time, and all the Texans had a good time. None of the Texan ladies were afraid. Only the LA ladies were afraid, so I guess it wasn't as frightening as all that. So,